Hello, everyone. Welcome to GoCaboodle. GoCaboodle was conceived when one of the founders, 12-year-old children, girl, was laughing hysterically at some YouTube videos. And when he investigated, he found that the content was just horrific. And that began this. Fortunately, she turned out to be an empathetic, kind adult. He's not a sociopath. But that began the search for a solution to create an environment or find an environment that would both match children's interests as well as their age appropriateness as determined by the parent or caregiver. And there are a lot of apps out there, a lot of commercial content, a lot of very generic content, but nothing that really worked. And big tech really just doesn't care from what we can see. So we conceived and built an app for parents to solve that problem, parents and families. And here we are in Caboodle, Go Caboodle. So quick thing is you create you create your own parents account, then you create a junior account for each of your children, and you'll see here, pick an icon that's friendly, give them a name. Doesn't have to be a real name, that's up to you. We do ask for data, age in brackets, and the idea here is not to invade privacy, but we use that in order to help people to surface content. This is a collaborative environment that we're building, and we're looking for folks to help with that. And then some of the interest here, again, that will help us to offer the right types of content. And as the interests change, you're welcome to change the interest. And then for families with multiple children, you can assign a PIN so that the younger children can't get into the accounts for the older children. So each layer is age appropriate. So create a junior account, and then you can go find caboodles. So you can search for things here, right, and surface caboodles. And if you find, you can take a look here. Here's the videos, and then you can clone it and add to it to make it your own. Or somewhere in here, I don't know how to add this to a junior account. That's a question for maybe the HubX team. So the idea here is we're giving a tour of a junior upfront. How does this thing work, as opposed to just going right into a demo? What I'm trying to do. So you create a junior account, and then you're going to find caboodles and see if they work. If nothing there works for you, then you can create a caboodle. You have the option of uploading a fun image, which is great. A name for the caboodle, and a description. This is important, and we appreciate people taking a little bit of thought and time, because this is how other people are going to find the work that you did. And then you pick one of the drop down buttons here for the age range. Again, we're looking for that to help people find the right caboodles. You have the option of, if it's a small group of videos, add a few here and you're done, or subscribe to a channel. You can take the YouTube channel link and place it there. And then who is this going to be assigned to? And then you create the caboodle. So we're going to do one real quick here. This is young young hockey goalie instruction. My son was a goalie, and so this would have been very helpful. Video. I was a coach, so this would have been helpful. I would have made caboodles for my team for all kinds of things. So videos on young goalie gear, how to practice, drills, and awesome goalie saves, like that. There we go. Now this is searchable on as many terms here, like that. Other coaches could pick this up, grab a caboodle, assign it to their team, and off we go. And then here I will select a junior. We're going to assign this to Zach, and then create the caboodle. And now we have two caboodles. Now to make this easy, we come over here, and here is a video that I want to add. So you install the Chrome plugin, which is our app. I want to add only this video this time because it's very specific. I want to add it to my goalie instruction. I want to add the video. There we go. And now I can subscribe to channels here. I can find all the content that I want. And again, the idea is to make this discoverable by parents. And then you can see here, there's the video. And then when Zach is in the GoCaboodle app on their mobile device, most likely. These videos lock down the experience. So children can only get at the videos that are um, in the caboodles that they've been assigned. So you can find video content and add it very quickly, create a very large world of very relevant content for your youngins that's been filtered by you or other parents. You can also invite helpers. There's a fly out here, so you can invite grandparents, friends, whatever the case may be, to help you sort interesting content for your kids. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@gocaboodle.com. We're actively looking for feedback on what works and doesn't work in the tool, um, ideas for improvement and features and that sort of thing. And then in the tutorial that will come in detail, you'd bring them over to this page and then basically take them through a detailed account setup.